The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Chuck Welsh for BoatTEST.com, and today we're going to be conducting a test and features inspection of a waterborne version of a Swiss Army knife that transitions between cruising, entertaining, fishing, and everything in between. It's the 445 SUV from Riviera, and as the name implies, there's plenty of utility in this yacht. Let's start with a look at the features. In the cockpit, there are several indications of the versatility of the SUV design. Storage is in all the bulwarks. The deck is open, allowing placement of fold-away tables and chairs. In the center of the transom is an electric grill with a sink alongside. Ahead into port, there's a large locker with a solid surface countertop, a top-loading refrigerator, and an ice maker below. We could easily see this being useful when fishing. To starboard, there's a double-wide seat with storage below. In the deck, there are two self-draining storage compartments, and utilizing these as fish boxes highlights the versatility of the SUV layout. Behind, we have an extended platform with stainless steel rail. This extends the party further aft and makes an easy entry-egress point into the water. An overhead canopy has a stainless frame that also creates a handrail when transitioning to the side decks. Adding to the cockpit versatility, there's a stainless steel framed opening of the tempered glass aft bulkhead. The salon is to starboard and easily transitions between dining, cocktails, light gathering, or just conversation. Satin finished oak is used throughout. The area is surrounded in glass, providing excellent sight lines to the water and, more importantly, down to the horizon level. The table is expandable and can convert to various heights, including all the way down to create a berth sleeping two. A TV is in an enclosed compartment ahead with a stereo alongside. The galley to port keeps the serving area well situated in close proximity to the two main gathering areas on the main deck. There's a single basin stainless sink, a two-burner ceramic cooktop, a recessed trash receptacle, and plenty of counter space. Below is a convection microwave, fridge, and freezer drawer. Dedicated storage overhead keeps items secured. Additional storage is below the settee, and decking is low-maintenance timber-pattern flooring. The Helm is located forward into port and offers a protected operational position, slightly elevated from the main deck. Twin leather seats have flip-down bolsters and armrests. The IPS joystick is to the left of the helm, but if moved back slightly, would add usability while sitting back, along with being able to see out the window while docking. Digital engine controls are to the right, trim controls are below. Further to the right is the Volvo Penta EVC display. Now let's take a look below deck. We'll start with the master located fully forward. The focal point is the Island Queen, accessible from both sides. Hull side windows are down low and provide plenty of natural light, and the overhead hatch keeps air flowing. On warmer nights, fire up the 10K BTU air handling system. Storage is in drawers under the berth and to the sides with hanging lockers. To port is an ensuite head. An overhead hatch provides light and air, contemporary fixtures are used throughout, and there's a separate walk-in shower. The full-beam guest cabin can sleep three in separate berths. As expected, the two separate berths can be converted into a single when overnighting another couple. Quality fit and finish is still present. Hull side windows to both sides admit natural light, and opening port lights provide ventilation. Another reverse cycle air conditioner can manage climate control. There's private access to the starboard side head compartment that also serves as a day head. The door can close off the stateroom or the ensuite cabin and head for added privacy. The engine room is accessed from either a quick access hatch in the cockpit deck, or for more thorough viewing, the entire deck can be lifted. Inside is a pair of 435 horsepower Volvo Penta IPS 600 pod-driven engines. Checkpoints are all within reach, but we'd like to see Riviera position those points in the center rather than outboard. The pods are easily reached at the rear of the engines. We'd likely still use the day hatch for checking and servicing the generator. With the IPS 600 pods powering our test boat, we reached a top speed of 33.1 knots at 3,630 RPMs. Our best economic cruise came in as we dialed back to 2,500 RPMs at 18.3 knots. At that speed, we were burning a combined 18 gallons per hour, giving us a range of just over 482 nautical miles, while still holding back a 10% reserve of the 528-gallon fuel capacity. As with most IPS-driven yachts, the economy changes very little from roughly 15 knots on up to full speed, so this is more of a yacht that we can operate based on prevailing conditions rather than fuel economy. As for handling, her solid build really comes into play with the feel of a much larger boat. She transitions through chop nicely, and while there are plenty of grab rails throughout the boat, they seem ornamental as the 445 remains steady during our time offshore. She still has the wide turning radius of an IPS-powered boat, but reducing speed tightens the turns accordingly. She's responsive to the helm at both high and low speeds. When docking, we appreciated the optional IPS joystick in the cockpit that gave us full visibility of the stern as we backed into the slip. We had good control authority, needing only small pulses of the stick to ease her into position. This is an important consideration as often there's trepidation about transitioning to a larger yacht, and this alleviates any concerns about being able to handle her at the dock. Overall, the 445 SUV provides not only the characteristics that we've come to expect from Riviera, the heavy feel in a seaway, impeccable fit and finish, and open layout, but additionally brings a boatload of versatility to a 2-stateroom, 2-head cruising yacht.
And that's our review of the Riviera 445 SUV. For BoatTEST.com, this is Captain Chuck.